There's a dirty secret in business that no one wants to talk about. Whilst most companies are locked in bloody price wars, desperately cutting margins to win the next deal, there's an elite group of businesses that never compete on price. Ever. They don't send proposals. They don't negotiate. They don't even call them customers. They call them clients. And as they charge 3 to 5, sometimes 10 times more than their competitors for what appears to be the same service. After 4 decades at Cartier and working with IBM, 2 companies that mastered this art, I'm going to reveal exactly how they do it, and more importantly, how you can do it too. In the next 10 minutes or so, you're going to discover the 3 fundamental shifts that separate premium businesses from commodity providers. I'll show you why the businesses you admire most never compete on price, and the specific strategies they use to position themselves as the only logical choice in their market. You'll learn the counterintuitive truth about luxury positioning. It's not about being expensive, it's about being irreplaceable. And I'll give you the exact framework I've used to help hundreds of professional and business transition from price-sensitive markets to premium positioning. But here's what I won't do. I won't give you a generic advice about adding value. Everyone says that. I'm going to show you the psychology behind why clients pay premium prices and the specific positioning strategies that make it inevitable. If you're tired of competing on price, if you're ready to stop chasing deals and start commanding the respect and compensation you deserve, then this is for you. Let me start with something that might surprise you. At Cartier, we never once had a meeting about our prices being too high. Not once. Do you know why? Because when you position correctly, price becomes irrelevant. Think about it. When someone walks into Cartier, they're not comparing the jewelry at a department store. They're not asking, can I get this cheaper somewhere else? They're asking, which piece speaks to me? This is what I call the premium paradox. The moment you start competing on price, you've already lost the premium game, because premium isn't about price. It's about position. When I was working with IBM, we learned this lesson the hard way in the 80s when we started competing with cheaper alternatives by dropping those prices. They didn't just lose margin, they lost authority. Clients started questioning IBM's value. They started shopping around, and they started treating IBM like a commodity. Now, the turnaround happened when they stopped defending their prices and started defending their position. They stopped talking about features and started talking about outcomes. They stopped selling technology and started selling transformation. So here's the first fundamental shift. Premium businesses don't sell products or services. They sell identity and transformation. When someone buys a Cartier watch, they're not buying a timepiece. They're buying membership in an exclusive club. They're buying the identity of someone who appreciates true craftsmanship and timeless elegance. The same principle applies to every industry. Premium law firms don't sell legal services. They sell peace of mind and prestigious association. Premium consultants don't sell advice. They sell certainty and elevated status. Now, this brings me to the second fundamental shift, and it's the most important one. Premium positioning is built on authority, not ability. So let me explain the difference. Ability is what you can do. Authority is what others believe you can do. And here's the crucial distinction. Authority is always granted by others, never claimed by yourself. During my time at these companies, working with them, I watched this play out thousands of times. The businesses that commanded premium prices weren't necessarily the most skilled. They were the most authoritative. They had what I call the authority equation. Authority equals expertise, plus positioning, plus perception. And you need all 3. Expertise is your fundamental competence. But here's where most people stop. They think if they just get better at their craft, clients will automatically pay more. Wrong. The world is full of incredibly skilled people who can't command premium prices because they lack the other 2 elements. Positioning is how you frame your expertise in the market. It's not what you do, it's how you position what you do. At Cartier, we didn't position ourselves as jewelry makers. We positioned ourselves as the guardians of timeless elegance. IBM didn't position itself as a technology company. It positioned itself as the architects of business transformation. Perception is how the market views your positioning. And here's a key. Perception is reality in the premium space. If the market perceives you as premium, you are premium. If they perceive you as commodity, you are commodity, regardless of your actual capabilities. The businesses that master this equation create what I call unconscious authority. Their clients don't even think about alternatives. They become the obvious choice, the safe choice, the only choice. The third fundamental shift is the most counterintuitive. Premium businesses make themselves harder to buy from, not easier. This goes against everything you've been taught about customer service and accessibility. But luxury brands understand something that commodity businesses don't. Scarcity creates desire, and exclusivity creates value. At Cartier, we didn't make it easy to buy from us. We made it special. You couldn't just walk in and buy the best pieces. You had to be invited. You had to be deemed worthy. You had to wait. This isn't about being difficult. It's about being selective. Premium businesses choose their clients as carefully as their clients choose them. They have qualification processes, waiting lists, and requirements. They say no more often than they say yes. And why does this work? Because humans are wired to want what they can't easily have. When you make yourself readily available to everyone, you signal that you're not that valuable. When you're selective, you signal that you're worth waiting for. This extends to every aspect of your business. Premium businesses don't negotiate. They don't discount. They don't chase prospects. They attract clients who are already convinced of their value. Here's what this looks like in practice. Instead of saying we can start immediately, say we have an opening in our schedule in 6 weeks. Instead of we're flexible on pricing, say this is our investment for this level of transformation. Instead of we work with everyone, say we work with a select group of clients who meet our criteria. Now let me give you the practical framework for implementing this in your business. I call it the premium positioning framework, and it has 4 components. First, there's elevation strategy. This is about positioning yourself above the competition, not alongside them. You need to identify what makes you categorically different, not marginally better. What do you offer that creates a completely different category of results? Second, exclusivity indicators. These are the signals that communicate premium positioning. Your language, your processes, your requirements, your presentation. Everything should signal that you operate at a different level. Third, evidence. This is your proof system. Premium businesses don't just claim to be premium, they prove it through case studies, testimonials, results, and associations that validate their position. Fourth, engagement protocols. These are the systems that ensure every interaction reinforces your premium positioning, from how you respond to inquiries to how you deliver your service. Every touch point should elevate the client experience. The key is consistency. You can't position yourself as premium in your marketing and then behave like a commodity in your delivery. Premium positioning requires premium performance at every level. Here's what I want you to understand. Premium positioning isn't about charging more for the same thing. It's about becoming the type of business that commands premium prices naturally, because clients can't imagine working with anyone else. The strategy I've shared today are just the beginning. The real work happens in the implementation, in the details, in the day-to-day decisions that either reinforce or undermine your premium position. If you're ready to make this transition, if you're ready to stop competing on price and start commanding premium value, then I want to continue this conversation with you. First, join me at my Substack, which is theauthorityfigure.substack.com. This is where the real conversation continues. you'll find premium levels of additional content, deeper strategies, and the ongoing support you need to implement these principles in your business. And second, if you're serious about making this transition, I'm offering a limited number of complimentary authority assessment calls. These aren't sales calls, they're strategic sessions where we'll analyze your current position and identify the specific steps you need to take to command premium prices in your market. You can book your authority assessment call at a link near this video. I keep these slots limited to ensure focused, valuable discussions. Remember, premium positioning isn't about what you charge, it's about what you become. And the journey to becoming that person starts with a single decision. The decision to stop competing and start commanding. The question isn't whether you're capable of premium positioning. The question is whether you're ready to make the shifts necessary to claim your position at the top of your market. I'll see you at the Substack and hopefully on one of those authority assessment calls.